Yo, what's going on, guys? My name is Mewtwo Fan Nate, and today we are here with another PGL battle. It is week number 10, and we are going up against Papasea again. We actually battled him, I believe, week number 3, and he's also in my division, so we have to play this game super carefully. We have to make all the right plays just to make sure that we keep our place at the top. There, you know what I'm trying to say. Also, guys, go ahead and check him out. He is a really cool dude. Awesome battler. And yeah, I'm pretty scared. Also, we're gonna see he brought the Magmar and the Genesect. I didn't prep for the Magmar at all. I don't think I'm gonna need it though. He did bring the Genesect. I'm gonna show you guys what I have on my bottom screen. So I have I'm So Thorny, the Ferrothorn, I have didnt. It's literally the same team, I just EV'd a little bit differently just so I can outspeed some of the things. I expected him to bring the Yan Mega, but he didn't. So, a little weird. I think he didn't bring the Torn T either, which is crazy. It kind of makes my Thunder on some of my Pokemon not as useful. But I think what I can do is I can probably just have a safe. I could just probably lead with. He's probably just going to lead with something that can get U-turn or Volt Switch, or a Volt Switch off. I think what I could do is just lead didnt, and if he wants to, and I can literally just hit anything that he wants to. So I'm gonna. He's still deciding. I'm gonna go and show the top screen again. He can literally just go and lead with the Rotom or the Genesect. If he does, I'm just gonna switch directly out into my Goodra, I think. Also, my Scolipede is a little bit of a check to his what's the thing called, the Hariyama. So after doing some of the calcs, it looks like I can take a few hits. So this is pretty good for us. If he thinks that we're Scarf Toad, which there's definitely a good chance that we are, we're actually Damp Rock. Then we can go ahead and we can definitely just kill this thing. I'm gonna, take the Mons that he actually didn't bring. So we didn't see no Torn T, no Amoonguss, no Latias, no Reuniclus, no Tyrantrum, no Yan Mega. And that's his team. So, oops. So if he has this, I think his only switch in is his only switch into this realistically is the Rotom. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna click Hidden Power Grass, expecting him to switch out, and if he doesn't, so he doesn't switch out. And we're probably just gonna see the Protect here, which is expected. He's gonna wonder what Hidden Power I have now. He's probably gonna expect the Hidden Power Grass. I can probably just go for the Hydro Pump now, just getting off massive damage on whatever it is. He's probably just going to attack me here or set up his Stealth Rocks. Although I don't think he wants to lose this thing too early, because this is his one thing that can almost guarantee kill my Yveltal. This thing is like the one thing that can definitely just take out my Yveltal, so I don't think he's going to want to risk losing it. And if he switches out into anything, it's going to be something that's going to try to take a Hydro Pump. So if he wants to switch out into the Rotom, which I guess he's going to do, definitely. Which is this is the Rotom here. It's gonna take a Hydro Pump in the rain. I am modest nature. I'm not invested at all, but it will take a Hydro Pump. We're gonna see if it's leftovers. And it is leftovers. So I can actually make like a pretty safe switch here into if I want to, even I can even go into my could even go into G-Nyko, because I'm assault vested, and I could put some massive pressure on his team. Dazzling Gleam is a little bit useless now because he didn't bring the Tyrantrum or the Latias. Although I can still fire off Shadow Balls and Thunders just kind of freely now. I think let's make the switch into Dish Soap here. I think he definitely prepped a lot better than I did because I really didn't expect much of his team to change. I just expected him to, you know, do something. Okay, Thunderwave. So this is good because I have hydration. And I kind of figured that he might want to go for the Will-O-Wisp. When's my hydration gonna activate? There it is. Okay. Now let me just check the rest of his team just to make sure. Seeing this, he's, you know, he knows he can't touch me. He's probably just gonna go for a Volt Switch. I think I can just go for a Thunder in the Rain, right? I think that might be the best play. I think I'm just gonna go for the Thunder in the Rain. I would go normally for the I want to go for the Power Whip and just get massive damage on him, but I think he's gonna Volt Switch, or he's either gonna Hard Switch, showing me that he doesn't have Volt Switch. That's what I meant to say. Or we're gonna get neutral damage on him, and we're gonna actually see if he's more specially defensive or if he's gonna be more physically defensive. So he probably doesn't have the Volt Switch. Hopefully we can get a Para on something. So we're just dropping the Thunder right now. Hopefully this is a 2-hit KO. This looks like it. Okay, so we do get the Para on it, which is nice. And it looks like it might just be it might be a 2-hit KO. It could be a low roll or a high roll. We're gonna find out now. And hopefully we get some hacks here. I don't like, you know, shitting on the... Okay, so this basically happened in our first match too, where I did go for the Thunder on him, and he does end up getting his Stealth Rocks up. And here he did save it for Death Fodder, but he doesn't have a switch into this. So I'm just gonna hit Thunder again because there's no reason for me not to. Once, you know, this thing is, I can just get my own rocks up after this is gone because he won't have a spinner, and he can't safely switch into his, safely switch into the, Diancie, because I could definitely make a prediction and go for Iron Head on that play. So we're gonna see what he does. He does save it, which I kind of expected him to. And here he's gonna take some Thunder damage, which is neutral. And we still have our Toad still alive and well. And I'm almost gonna say I'm pretty sure that's specially defensive. I'm pretty sure that's specially defensive. I think I have a few turns of Rain left. I'm gonna go out into my Ferrothorn here. If he wants to go for the T-Wave, that's fine. We're gonna see what he has. He could go for the Hydro Pump of the Rain. It still won't do too much to me. Like, this isn't like a good switch for him. I mean, we're gonna see what he does. We're gonna see some of his moves. We know he has the so he goes for the Volt Switch, which is fine. I'm actually interested to see what he does. If he goes for the, let's say he brings in the Magmortar here, and he might want to set up a Belly Drum or something, like Flame Charge Belly Drum. Definitely could be something that we see. I do still have the Rain up, which I wasn't counting Rain turns, but I think I have one more turn of Rain left. I think I have one more turn of Rain. So if he wants to go into the Diancie, which it's fine, I'll just Iron Head him. Even if he wants to protect first, because I don't Wind Power fire, it still can't Oko me. It can do like a good amount. Like it can do like it can do almost like 90% to me, I believe. But it can't kill me, and I can just Iron Head him back and get rid of the one thing that's just stopping my, you know, the one thing that's really just stopping my Yveltal from causing destruction. So he's thinking here, maybe he's doing some calcs. He's like, oh, let's see, what is my Hariyama doing to this thing? Do I kill it with close combat? Does he have a Chople Berry? I think that's what he's thinking right now. So here, I mean, if he clicks Stone Edge, he's a god. But I can, there's a chance that I can, actually there's a very, I think I 3-hit KO him and he can't hit me. So I'm gonna go right out into my Shino, and I'll get some speed off here. And in the rain, Aqua Tail is there's a chance that I can knock him out. So he's probably gonna assume that I'm not Chople Berry just from that, and maybe he saw my leftovers. I'm not sure if he was paying attention. He goes for the close combat here. So this is now I definitely can 2-hit KO him. I think what I do is I just click Poison Jab. Actually, what I do is I go for the I think I go for the Mega Horn here. I think I go for the Mega Horn. I think Genesect might come in here. It's possible. But we can deal with that. We have well, we're gonna have to see what kind of Genesect it is. It probably has U-turn. I keep playing with my beard. I'm sorry if that annoys you guys. Like if I'm just like touching my beard and that kind of annoys you. We're gonna see. I definitely feel like he has a little bit of a better advantage on this time, just because he knows the team. I brought the exact team, and I probably shouldn't have done that. I just changed my EVs though. I just felt like I could have. I don't know. I just felt like I EV'd like, I don't know, things like I could have EV'd things better. So I did go for the Mega Horn here. I am Silver Powder. So we're gonna see how much it does, and let's see what kind of boost he gets. He gets a special attack boost, which is kind of shitty, and we miss our Mega Horn, which is pretty unfortunate. I think what he's gonna do here is probably he probably could just fire off a Thunderbolt or a Flamethrower or just a U-turn. I think the play that I make here is, I think he might be predicting my Ferrothorn to come in, so I can get some so I can get some Rocky Helmet damage on him. I think the best option for me for what I should go into is the Dish Soap. But I won't be able to do much back to him. Let's go out into Dat Dank. Just because I think we can eat one hit, and I don't think he's going for the Thunderbolt. And I get my rain back up. He goes for the U-turn, so that's good. That does a good amount of damage. I don't think that's I don't know if that's physically offensive though. That could be Choice Scarf. I'm gonna say that's Choice Scarf. I think he might be Choice Scarfed, and he's probably gonna be saving that thing for a late game. What I need to do is go out into what I need to do is go out into my Ferrothorn. So now I have the rain up, and I'm a little bit safer. And I can check right now just to see if a Hariyama can one-shot me. me see. Let me check real quick. Let's see. Ferrothorn. No, I have custom set on here. And then let's say I have a Hariyama. There's a chance that close combat can Oko me if he's adamant. There's like a 56% chance that he can Oko me after rocks. And then I've already taken some damage. Here he can just go for the Volt Switch. And I think I'm going to let him. I'm gonna just go. I'm gonna go out into the Ginaiko, my Meloetta here, because I'm Assault Vest. He's playing this game a lot better with his VoltTurn core. Definitely a lot better. Although I'm fully physically defensive on my Meloetta, which means I can probably take one hit from the Genesect and I can fire off another Thunder. And Thunders in the Rain are nice, and I'm also Serene Grace, so let's say he wants to try to go out into Genesect and he's like, oh, I'm just gonna click Bug Buzz. Could do that. If he wants to go out into the what is it called? The Hariyama, then I'm pretty sure I can live one hit from you. And we should see his attack get boosted. I'm fully physically defensive though. I don't know if I can live one. Meloetta. Custom. Oops. Meloetta. Custom sets. Against a Hariyama, or no, we're not against a Hariyama. We need to be against a Genesect. Let's say Choice Scarfed. U-turn's a guaranteed kill on me at +1, even though I'm fully physically defensive. And that's a U-turn, so he's gonna get more initiative on me. So I probably have to just let this thing die. Yeah, I think that's what I have to do. Meloetta has to go down, and do I need Meloetta specifically for one Pokemon? The only thing I would probably need it for is the Hariyama, but I have the Akatsuki, so I do have a secondary way of taking it out. So let's go and just stay in. And we will go for the Thunder here. Maybe he will misplay. He goes for the U-turn, so we're guaranteed to die here. So that's one Mon down. And it's sad, but I need some initiative in this game. I need some initiative. And I'm not getting any of that. I'm not getting any initiative, so I need to get some initiative. This game's starting to be long. All my other matches have been like really super hyper offensive, and they ended in like 15 minutes, and right now we're going on like 20. So my girlfriend's messaging me so much. I feel bad because I'm not replying. Yeah, guys, also, if you didn't see by the background, I'm obviously home now. I am not in Seattle anymore. It sucks. It sucks. I really miss being in Seattle. Like, it was fun. I didn't have to go to work, although now I'm at work, and it's kind of fun because I'm making money. I like making money. So he goes out into this thing, and now I can go out into my Akatsuki here. And I can fire off not a Hurricane, but an Oblivion Wing, which is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna fire off an Oblivion Wing. Now this is his best way of taking out my. This thing is his best. It's his best way of taking out. I think he's gonna sack off the fortress here. I think what he's gonna. That's what I think he's gonna do. Which I mean, it's fine. But this is his best way of taking out my Ferrothorn, also as well as my what is it called? The Goodra, because it can like Oko the Goodra, especially after rocks. So he's probably just gonna. Okay, so he switches out this thing. Is this thing scarfed? This thing might be scarfed. No, it's not scarfed. It has leftovers. What am I thinking? Let me see. What I want to say that's at like a little bit over 75%. Can I like destroy this thing with a? Let's see. Rotom Wash. I'm gonna say the special tank set, where he's max. And let's see if I go out into, if I say Yveltal, custom set. We're both at level 50. Dark Pulse does 57 to 67%. I think I have to go for it. I'm going for it. Maybe I'll get a flinch. It just goes for the Volt Switch. So that'll do a good amount, and we'll probably see the Genesect come in here now. And let me see how much a Sucker Punch does to the Genesect. The Genesect can kill me, since I'm at like 50%. Am I at 50%? I think I'm at 50%. It can kill me with Iron Head. If it can kill me, depending on what it gets, it could probably kill me. Let's see what he goes out into. Oh, this thing. I forgot about this thing. I don't think I have this game. I'm just gonna hope that he doesn't go for the Moonblast here. He's probably. I hope he goes for the HP Fire. Why would you go for Moonblast? Like I could have so switched into my. I could have so switched out into my. Oh well. Like I could have. I don't know why he would go for that. Like, now he's gonna go out into the Genesect, and I'm gonna go out into my I'm So Thorny. He's thinking, am I bringing the Scarf Goodra again? Yeah, I'm bringing the Scarf Goodra again. Like, I don't know why. I don't know why you would do that. So now he sees it on Choice Scarf because I switch out first. Let's go for the... Let's just go for the Iron Head here. Or maybe the knock. Let's go for the knockoff just in case he decides to switch for whatever reason. Although he probably is just clicking like spikes just to get a layer of spikes up. Maybe he's cussed app. He could be cussed app. He's cussed app. Oh, that would have been cool because I could have just set up my rocks there. I want to get my rocks up. I want him to think that I don't have stealth rocks on here because I could have gone for it. Did he forget he was cussed at? If honestly, he probably misclicked there. He's not that bad. Now let's see, what does he have? Now he should be getting the attack. Oh, that's a special attack. I could have sworn I EB'd my Ferrothorn specifically so that way he would get the attack boost on me and not the special attack boost. So something went wrong there. Let's just go for the knockoff. I'm pretty sure a +1 flamethrower kills me, but what am I gonna do now? Like, he's definitely got the game. Just I'm pretty sure this is Scarf too, but we'll see. I hope he just clicks U-turn. My worst fear is that he U-turns out into Diancie. Actually, it wouldn't be that bad because I think I clicked knockoff. I'm pretty sure I clicked knockoff. So, we'll see. I really thought the team I built last time was good. I just thought maybe I had changed some EVs around so that way I can speed stuff. But he didn't bring the Torn, and he goes for the flamethrower, and that's gonna knock me out. So I have to go into that dank, and we're gonna see if he's choice scarfed here, and it'll definitely let me know that he's scarfed if he like if he goes for the Thunderbolt here, then we definitely know that he's scarfed. I think I have to make a play and go for Hidden Power Grass. Because if he switches out, he switches out anyway, right? If he hasn't been counting rain turns, he doesn't know I'm Tamprock. He didn't count the first game. So I went for the Hidden Power Grass. We're gonna see. So this thing gets sacked off anyway. So this thing is gone. Which is nice to finally see that Rotom drop. If I can keep my Politoed around, I can potentially still win if I weaken this Genesect. If I weaken the Genesect, I can potentially still win. So pretty sure he's choice scarfed. He was probably gonna go for the Thunderbolt here. And he keeps getting the special attack boost. I don't know why that happens. So we got rid of the Fortress and the Rotom Wash. The only things he has left is the Genesect, the Hariyama Magmortar, and the Mega Diancie. So we can Aqua Tail the Magmortar and the Mega Diancie. I need to get to +1 on something though. I'm gonna just go on to Dish Soap here. I don't really need Dish Soap. Dish Soap is pretty weak. Even though he's Scarfed, he doesn't outspeed a Scarf Genesect, so I have no use for him. And we're gonna let this thing die, which is nice because now I get initiative. He gets a crit, doesn't matter. What if I got really salty about that crit, like out of nowhere? Like, it'd be kind of funny because I would have no reason to be salty over it. I'm like, ooh, the crit just meant that I'm having bad luck and the game doesn't want me to. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, guys. I'm not funny. It's too late for me to try to be funny. It's 11 in the at night, so I'm a little bit tired, and I probably, like, as long as I don't get because I don't think I'm gonna get because I'm not gonna get what's it call it, and I totally misplayed there. I totally meant I really messed up there because I really wanted to click Ferrothorn, and I accidentally clicked, so that's a misclick on my part. I think I get Iron Tail though, so he could be fearing the Iron Tail. I'm gonna say catch this Iron Tail just so that way I'm gonna say catch this Iron Tail, and hopefully he goes out into the Genesect. Although if he's smart, he'll go for Protect. I did send him a message, catch this Iron Tail. So I think that I kind of just made, I initiated fear in his heart. So that's good. So we got Aqua Tail going on in the rain, and that does a nice clean 50%, and now we should be faster than this thing, hopefully. I'm gonna go for Protect just in case, just to guarantee that I'm faster than it. We're gonna see what he goes for. He goes for the Extreme Speed. I think that takes me out from the range that I'm at, but he is Scarfed into Extreme Speed, so I can go out into not Evoltal here. I can go out into the whatchamacallit, I can go out to my Ferrothorn, and that's what I really wanted to go into originally, so I'm kind of pissed at myself that I misclicked. I wanted to save this for late game, so I'm a little bit mad. Because now I can't come in on rocks, I couldn't come in on rocks anymore. So there was really no point of me keeping that around. And, oh, that's why I couldn't click on Ferrothorn, because I let it die. That's why. I'm dumb. I forgot that I let it die. And he basically cleans up here, so that's actually a 4-0 in his favor. I have to hope that Vinny loses. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to hit my mic. I saw like a dust thing flying around. So good game, definitely good game. I misplayed a lot, especially with my prep. I could have prepped a lot better, and I'm gonna blame this all on my prep. And I'm just so surprised he didn't bring Torn T. Like, I don't see why. I might be able to live 1 E-Speed. I'm gonna go for the Scald here, because it's just the safest thing I could do. If he wants to, let's see, he probably can knock me out with the Extreme Speed. He doesn't, so it's actually gonna be a 3-0, because this should kill. It does, so we actually get a 3-0, so that is perfect. That is perfect. That's all I needed. Because Dokes lost 3-0, so as long as Vinny doesn't like do something crazy, then good night. We're fine. We're fine. I just hate when that happens. So he can finish me off here. We're just gonna go for the Scald again. And he's gonna go for the Moonblast, so I'm happy for you, C. You did get a win. It's been a long time. You were on a little bit of a losing streak as far as I know, so definitely good game. Go make sure you guys check him out. 3-0. And shout out to Equa for winning against Dokes. I'm gonna save that battle just in case anything messed up with the audio. Don't get me wrong, I'm upset that we lost, but it's my own fault, so I can't be too upset. I'm not like mad at, you know, like C or anything just because I played like shit. It's fine. It's fine. It's Pokemon. I'm not gonna get too seriously butthurt about it. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Hopefully we pick up a W next week. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace.